best to blow and checks and hoes, checks and hoes, best dress. Yeah, I recognize who they dressing for. She step in the hall and call her man and sexy bitch at home. My hotel is Valentine, all you see is her girl. And I can't feel my coffee, yo. I'm talking in with spoons, now I feel like Mario. And I'm thinking what these niggas trying to start their life. And I'm praying that I make it through it. But the niggas say, rollin', hey. Yeah, nigga, rollin'. All these niggas rollin', we ain't slept in a week. I be rollin', we ain't slept in a week. Yeah, rollin', we ain't slept in a week. I be rollin', we ain't slept in a week. I be rollin', we ain't slept in a week. Columbus, rollin', we ain't slept in a week. Yeah. Hey, I said I'm rollin', we ain't slept in a week. Say it, rollin', we ain't slept in a week. I be rollin', we ain't slept in a week. Yeah, rollin', we ain't slept in. Say that shit. Everybody, get your roll on. Get your roll. Rollin'. Get your roll. Fucking roll. Get your roll. Fucking roll. Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your motherfucking roll on. Oh God, Columbus make some motherfucking noise. If you love weed, say hell yeah. If you came to get fucked up, say hell yeah. I see a whole bunch of real G's over here, a whole bunch of sexy ass ladies. All the prettiest
our sound, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like, from our angle, is just trying to be innovative, you know what I'm saying? I think I speak for Sean and ourselves as Fly U, you know what I mean? We try to be forward thinking, move forward, do things that haven't been done, and just take risks, you know what I mean? Just push the bar, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, I feel like definitely always trying to do that, you know, remain to keep that shit G, let people know like what the fuck it is, try and relate to you on all levels, you know, whether it be you bullshitting or partying or fucking with girls or being broke to getting on to, you know, how it feels to get money and like all the emotions in between and just real situations. I feel people, if you can relate to people and touch them in a certain way, you know, that's the realest shit ever. Right. And, you know, and just letting niggas know we real G's, you know, these some real G's on the couch right here, Fly U.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's always a tough question too, because I never like throwing out artists, because I think that puts you in a box, you know what I'm saying? So I think we definitely try, you know what I'm saying, approach things a little different, like touch on what Sean was saying. I think it's a lot of artists who can just, you know what I'm saying, rap and beat up a beat with bars, you know what I'm saying? But when you connect with people on an emotional level, that like, you build loyalty, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I strive to do at least.
Well, me and his dad and my dad were in a band together way back in the day, like in the 70s, and growing up around music, just kind of, it's in the bloodline, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's real.
For sure, yeah. I definitely did it.
Yeah, my pops, he told me, like, when he was 19, he wanted to move to LA to start singing, and my granddad said, you ain't good enough. so that nigga went to the military.
Yeah,
it's real.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely in the blood, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And the Mick Boogie thing, you know what I'm saying? Mick is an extremely talented individual, you know what I'm saying? Highly respect him and his work, you know what I mean? And we met through a mutual friend, mutual person that we both did work with, you know what I mean? And the rest was kind of history. You know, we met and kind of clicked off the bat, and you know, we pulled things from him, he pulled things from us here and there as we had time to do, and it's always a pleasure to do work with him and for him and vice versa, you know what I mean? Have him involved. Yeah, great dude, definitely.
Well, I mean, as far as my situation, you know, signing good music and Def Jam, man, you know, that shit came about a few years ago when I met Kanye. he was promoting his album at the time in downtown at the radio station. I had a great relationship at that radio station because every Friday they had this show called the Friday Night Cypher, where like rappers in the city would come gather and battle, and whoever wins the battles gets to rap on air. So like that's how I got a good relationship with the radio station when I was in high school, and he was promoting his shit. I was like a senior in high school, and basically at the time I was a telemarketer. I had a summer job, you know what I'm saying? I was grinding, so I was making like $100 a week. This was like the worst job ever and shit. And my homie called me. He's sitting right here actually. Say it ain't Tom. West Side all day.
What's up?
Anyway, he called me. He called me and was like, yo, Kanye, man, Kanye at the radio station, man. You know, man, if you rap for that nigga, he'll sign you, man. Rap for him, he'll sign you. I'm like, man, I'm like, man, shut up, man. I was like, he's like, man, for real, man, do that shit, man. Just go. You might as well just do it, you know. Yeah. So I walked out of the line without cashing my check. You know, went and grabbed some CDs that I was selling in high school. You know, since I had been there the night before, it was a Friday night cypher and it was Saturday morning when it happened. I told them I left some shit there. They left me in the back offices. And one of the DJs, DJ Gary Chandler, was like, man, you should go holler at Kanye. He right down the hall. So basically, to make a super long story short, I got a chance to rap for him while he was walking out the station. And he told me like he didn't have time, and I was like, please, man, I'll fuck with you. You like my hero, man. Just let me spit something. And he was like, all right, man, you got 16 bars, you know, while we walking out, go. And 16 bars turned into like 10 minutes. And he ended up like, he stopped at the doorway of the radio station and started bobbing his head. And like after some punchlines, he would like be like, oh shit. And you know, yeah, I guess he just saw something, you know, cause I look back on the rap, that shit's kind of whack now. But he saw some potential, and you know, over the years, I developed and we sent music back and forth, and I met people along the way, and I eventually signed to Good Music and Def Jam, and we about to put my album out this year. It's just now finishing up, and yeah, so everybody can look out for it this fall, man. Shit, promise you, it's gonna be crazy. You get your whole first life to work on your, you get your whole life to work on your whole first album. So, man, that's what it is. It's like my whole life in the album. And hopefully it can be the soundtrack to people's lives and shit. Coming this fall.